All right, so let's dive right into this research that you sent my way
Okay.
about seed oils.
Yeah.
And we're talking about some potential health risks. And one in particular, a study that kind of links seed oils to colon cancer in
Yeah.
younger Americans.
Wow.
Now, it can get a bit technical, but I promise we'll break it down,
Yeah.
in a way that we can all kind of understand
Yeah.
and highlight, all the fascinating parts and the really useful takeaways.
Right.
And just to let you know, there are some real surprises in here.
Oh, absolutely. This is
Okay.
a hot topic, and this study in Gut Journal that's backed by the U.S. government is really kind of adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah, it really caught my eye. And I think, first things first, though, for
Right.
anyone out there thinking, hold on, what exactly are seed oils? We've got to start there, right?
Absolutely. We encounter them all the time, even if we don't realize it. Canola oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, grapeseed oil. These are all extracted from the seeds of plants, not the fruits.
Okay, so this is like the stuff that's probably sitting in our pantries right now.
Right.
And this study is suggesting that they might be linked to these rising colon cancer rates,
Yeah.
and not just in older people.
Mm-hmm.
The study looked at patients from 30 to 85 years old.
Right. A wide range.
So that caught my attention for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely concerning, especially considering how ubiquitous these oils are in the modern diet. They're in everything from processed snacks to restaurant meals. I mean,
It's everywhere, yeah.
it's hard to avoid.
So what did this study actually find?
Yeah, so
They analyzed tumor samples from over 80 colon cancer patients.
right.
And what really stood out to me were these things called
Bioactive lipids.
bioactive lipids.
Yeah,
Bioactive lipids.
where are those?
So think of them as inflammatory fats that are produced when your body breaks down these seed oils.
Okay.
The study found high concentrations of these inflammatory fats accumulating in the tumors.
Okay. So not just present,
Right.
but actually building up in there.
Yeah. And here's where it gets really interesting,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Because chronic inflammation has been linked to all sorts of health problems,
Mhm.
like heart disease, arthritis,
Mm-hmm.
even stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can add colon cancer to the list.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder if seed oils contribute to inflammation and inflammation is linked to these serious diseases, could they be playing a larger role than we previously thought?
It makes you want to toss out every bottle in your kitchen.
Right.
But then the article mentions some potential benefits of seed oils, like their omega-3 and omega-6 content.
Right.
Plus, they have a high smoke point, which is really good for cooking.
Yeah.
So are they good or bad?
It's not that simple.
I'm confused.
Right.
Help me out.
Even good fats can be harmful in excess, and the way seed oils are processed is a major concern.
You talking about all that refining?
Precisely. Seed oils go through a lot to reach our shelves, bleaching, deodorizing, heating at high temperatures. This creates potentially harmful compounds, which could explain why the study found them in the tumors.
Okay, so it's not just the oils themselves, but what happens to them during processing?
Exactly.
So what does this mean for us, practically? Like, what should we actually DO with this information?
Well, avoiding cooking with seed oils at high heat is a good starting point.
Okay.
Opt for lower heat methods like sautéing or baking. And the study recommends switching to oils rich in omega-3s, like olive or avocado oil.
I mean, who doesn't love a good drizzle of olive oil?
Right.
It's so delicious. And I've always heard that the Mediterranean diet, which is high in olive oil, is incredibly healthy.
It is.
Is there a connection there?
Absolutely. The Mediterranean diet emphasizes whole foods, fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and olive oil is a key component.
Okay.
Studies have linked this diet to a lower risk of various chronic diseases, including heart disease and some cancers.
See, my olive oil obsession is justified.
There you go.
But wait, the article also mentions peanut oil as being particularly beneficial. What makes it so special?
Peanut oil is an interesting one. It's packed with heart-healthy fats and these powerful compounds called phytosterols.
Phyto what now?
Hey, fair enough.
You're going to have to explain that one.
Imagine phytosterols as tiny bouncers in your gut,
Okay.
blocking cholesterol from getting into your bloodstream.
Oh.
They essentially help prevent your body from absorbing cholesterol from the food you eat, which is great for your heart.
Yeah.
And some research suggests they might even play a role in cancer prevention.
Wow, peanut oil is like a secret weapon.
It's pretty great.
So we've got olive oil, avocado oil, peanut oil.
Mm-hmm.
But even with healthier options, this article points out that there are other factors involved in colon cancer risk too, right?
Right. It's just one piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
Diet is complex.
Right.
We also need to consider fiber intake, red meat consumption, weight management, alcohol smoking, and even genetics.
So many things to think about.
It's a lot.
This deep dive is really just a starting point, encouraging you to think about your overall lifestyle.
Exactly.
But the whole seed oil thing,
Yeah.
it gets even more complicated because the article mentions that the American Heart Association actually doesn't recommend avoiding seed oils
Yeah.
due to their heart health benefits.
Right.
Now, what are we supposed to make of that?
I hear you. It can definitely be confusing, but nutrition science is constantly evolving, and different perspectives exist.
Yeah.
We need more research to understand the long-term effects of seed oils fully. And when it comes to your health, the best thing is to consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian for personalized advice.
Solid advice. So we've covered a lot about seed oils and their potential impact on our health. What stands out to you as the most important thing to remember from all this?
For me, it's that even oils we consider healthy might have hidden downsides, especially when processed. This study raises some serious questions that we need to pay attention to.
I agree. It's a good reminder to be more mindful of the types of oils we use and to stay informed about new research as it emerges.
Absolutely.
But let's not get overwhelmed. Before we jump to part 2, let's take a breath and maybe shift gears a little bit and talk about what we can actually do
Yeah.
with all this new information.
Right.
It's easy to get overwhelmed,
Yeah,
but even small changes can make a difference, right?
absolutely. Knowledge is empowering, and even if future research disproves the seed oil and cancer link, this deep dive has hopefully sparked some ideas
Yeah.
for positive changes you can make in your diet. What do you think about trying?
Well, first off, I'm definitely swapping out my canola oil for olive oil and avocado oil.
Great choices.
I mean, I already love using those.
Yeah.
But now I'm even more motivated,
Uh-huh.
and maybe I'll experiment more with peanut oil too. It sounds like it has some impressive benefits.
Yeah, those are all great choices. And remember, it's not just about the oils themselves.
Right.
This is a chance to look at your overall diet and see where you can make improvements. Maybe it's adding more fiber with fruits, veggies, and whole grains, or cutting back on processed foods and cooking more meals at home.
I love that you brought up processed foods because that actually connects to another concern highlighted in this research.
Yeah.
Forever chemicals. They were mentioned as another potential health risk linked to certain cancers, high cholesterol, and even problems during pregnancy.
Right.
What exactly are these forever chemicals?
So forever chemicals, or PFAS, are synthetic compounds that are used in a wide range of products, from nonstick cookware to firefighting foam.
Wow.
They're incredibly persistent in the environment and our bodies,
Okay.
which is why they're called forever chemicals. And the scary part is that they've been linked to some serious health problems, as you mentioned.
It's alarming to think that they're so widespread. Is there anything we can do to avoid them?
It's tough because they are so prevalent, but there are definitely steps you can take to minimize your exposure.
Okay.
You can choose cookware that's PFOA free, filter your drinking water, and opt for organic produce whenever possible. Those are some simple but impactful changes you can make.
It's amazing how interconnected all of these things are, from the oils we use to the presence of forever chemicals in our food.
Yeah,
It really highlights the importance of taking a holistic approach to our health
absolutely.
and being aware of the choices that we make.
I couldn't agree more. And that's what I love about these deep dives. They encourage us to think critically, ask questions, and connect the dots between seemingly disparate pieces of information.
Exactly. It's
Mhm.
empowering to know that we can make informed decisions
Yeah.
about our health and well-being.
Mm-hmm.
So even if the specific findings about seed oils and cancer evolve with further research,
Right.
the bigger takeaway is that our dietary choices have a ripple effect on our overall health.
That's a great way to put it. It's not just about one specific food or ingredient.
Right.
It's about the cumulative effect of all the choices we make day in and day out.
Yeah.
And by being informed and proactive, we can create a healthier and more vibrant life for ourselves.
It's like we're piecing together this puzzle, with each deep dive.
Yeah.
We're getting a clearer picture
Absolutely.
of how our choices really impact our health.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of choices, I'm already thinking about what I'm going to make for dinner tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a big salad
Right.
with some avocado and some grilled chicken, drizzled with olive oil, of course.
Sounds delicious. And it highlights another important point. Making healthy choices doesn't have to mean sacrificing flavor or enjoyment.
Yeah,
There are so many delicious and nutritious options out there.
for sure. This deep dive has been fascinating, but I know we've covered a lot of information.
Yeah, we have.
What do you think is the key takeaway for our listeners?
I think the most important thing to remember is that this research on seed oils is just one piece of a very complex puzzle.
Right.
It sparked some important questions and highlighted the need for more research.
Yeah.
But it's not a reason to panic
Right.
or make drastic changes overnight.
Yeah, I think it's more about being mindful and informed.
Absolutely.
We don't need to throw out every bottle of oil in our pantry, but we can start being more aware of the types of oils we're using, how we're using them, and considering alternatives where it makes sense.
Exactly. And I think it also reinforces the importance of taking a holistic approach to our health.
Yeah.
It's not just about one specific food or ingredient. It's about the overall pattern of our choices.
It's about looking at the big picture,
Hmm.
our diet, our lifestyle, and even our environment. We've talked about seed oils forever, chemicals, and a whole range of other factors
Yeah,
that can really impact our well-being.
it's a lot to think about.
It can feel overwhelming, but
Yeah, it is.
knowledge is power.
I couldn't agree more. The more we know, the better equipped we are to make choices that support our health and longevity.
Yeah.
And even small changes can make a big difference over time.
So as always, we want to thank you for joining us on this deep dive into seed oils and their potential impact on our health. Hopefully you're leaving with a better understanding of this complex issue
Yeah.
and a renewed sense of curiosity about your own health journey.
Remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
That's right.
And we're all in this together, constantly learning, adapting, and striving to live our best lives.
Beautifully said. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay healthy.